make it a better place. It'll take creation, imagination. Try to draw outside the line. Let us.
Hi, this is Mary from Mary's Stamping Happenings, and today is Tips and Techniques Tuesday. And I'm going to show you how to make some boxes of different sizes, all sizes really. An easy way, so if you need to make a square box or a rectangle box or whatever size box, you'll know what to do. And it's really a mathematical formula. So say you want to take a box that has a 3-inch base. You're going to need at least 3 inches to start with, because it's going to be 3-inch square. And say you want to add a 2-inch sides up this way. So you're going to have to take the 2 inches on either side and add that to the 5 inches. So if it's 5 inches, or the 3 inches, so if it's 3 inches, you're going to add 2 and 2. You're only going to have to do 2 sides because the other side will come along with it. So you'll get a 7-inch base there. See? This is 3 inches. It's hard to write backwards. This is 3 inches and 2 and 2, so that's 4 and 3, and that'll be 7. So you're going to need to start out with a 7-inch square of cardstock. And the same goes if you want a rectangle. Say you want a rectangle, this is 2 inches by 5 inches, and you want to add 2-inch sides. So you'll need 4 plus 7. It will need to be 7 inches plus 4 inches for your rectangle. Let me show you. And to do this, you're going to need your Stampin' Trimmer, and you're going to need your scoring tool. So I'll just start out with this a real simple one. Just like I was saying, what you're going to do is I'm going to make a 3-inch base, and I'm going to make 2 inches on each side. Okay, so that means you're going to have a 3-inch square in the middle. But what you're going to do is you're going to take your scoring tool, and you're going to score, because you want 2-inch high bases, you're going to score every 2 inches all the way around, okay? So if you wanted a 3-inch tall box, you would score 3 inches all the way around. And then you're just going to take your scissors, and you're going to cut up to the score, on the score lines of opposite sides, both of those score lines up to the score line, the middle score line, just like that. Then you're just going to fold them all. So what you're going to do is you're going to want to fold this right up here, just like that, and you're going to tape it just like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some tape on the back of these little flaps that you've cut. Okay, remember, just put that down, and you're just going to take this up. And this up. Now, this works really well for the bottom of the base. As you can see, this paper piercing tool is not as sharp as my other paper piercing tool. There we go. So we're just going to put them just like that, and put that there, put these up there. And now what we want to do is we want to make the top of it, right? So we're going to be, again, taking a piece of cardstock, and we will need it 3 inches square, because that's what the base is, but we only want an inch on each side. So that means we need a 5-inch, let me see, I know I cut one. Well, no, this is 6 by 6. We need, it's 3 inches, and we want one on each side, so we need a 5 by 5. So let's just cut this down to 5 by 5. And it also depends upon how long you want your sides going down. And I just want an inch, so I'm going to score at an inch all the way around. Or let's say I did that wrong. What I want is I want a 5 1/8 by 5 1/8. Why do I want a 5 1/8 by 5 1/8? Because a 5 by 5 would be a perfect size for this, but I want it a little bigger. So what you do is you take your 3-inch square and your 1 and your 1, that's 5 inches, and then you add 1/8 of an inch on there. And then you're just going to there, 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 and there. And you're doing the same thing. This one is a little harder to see, so I want to fold it so I know I'm cutting it in the right places. So, let's see if it's better on this side. Oh, a little bit better. And again, and you just want to put a little bit of tape on each of those flaps. Again, I will have the instructions on my blog for this. When you see the video, it'll be on the blog, and all you have to do is go to that blog post, and it will have these instructions on how to put these in. Here's my, don't want to ruin my Jamberries. Wonder why I'm wearing my long sleeve shirt. I'm down the basement. Even though it's 80 degrees outside, it's only 60 some in the basement, so I'm a little cool. Okay, there is my cover, and again, it's 1/8 by 1/8, and it fits perfectly. So let's try another. I'll give you instructions for another one. So I want to do a 3-inch base, plus I want 4-inch sides, so I have 4 plus 4, so that equals 11 inches. 8 plus 3 is 11, so that equals 11 inches. This is for the bottom. So you'll need a square. If you wanted it square, you need 11-inch square. And for the top, say I want 2 inches hanging down. So for the base, you need 3 by 2 by 2. So you need 5, 6, 7. So you would need a 7-inch square for the top. 7 1/8, because you have to add that 1/8 inch. Okay? So let's say we want an oblong box. So I want an oblong box, but I want it, say, maybe 2 inches deep. But I want it 6 inches and by 6 inches by 4 inches. 6 by 4 inches, and I want 2 inches in this, plus 2. So what I want is I want an 8 by a 6-inch piece of cardstock. I would still score everything at 2 inches because that's how high you want your base, your sides. For the top, I would just want it 6 inches and 4 inches by 4 inches, but I only want 1 inch coming down. So I would need it 7 by 5 inches. And then you would add an 1/8 of an inch on. So I would need it 5 1/8 by 7 1/8 inches. Okay, so it would come out 7 1/8 by 5 1/8 inches for my top. And then I would score it at 1 inch all the way around. So I hope this helps you in making boxes. For Mary's Stamping Happenings, this is Mary. Thanks for visiting and happy stamping.
Hey, if you wanna play, make it about a play.